You're not supposed to go with the Companies Act 1956. You're supposed to go with the Companies Act 2013. Here only, in the meeting only, we got two of the 5 marks question. One is a proxy here. Next, we got something called agenda of the meeting. Define company secretary. Explain the rights and duties of a company secretary. Explain the procedure for corporation, that is for incorporation of public and a private company. Hello everybody, a warm welcome to one and all. I'm Abhilash Chandra from the Department of Commerce and Management in Vidyashram First Grade College, the Temple of Excellence. Welcome to all the students for the model question paper of Company Law and Secretarial Practice. Now this is the third semester BCom which we are supposed to go with, and the first thing is the agenda which we discuss in the model question paper. That is the Part A is the introduction. Part B, we go with the concept mapping. Concept mapping is something which is very interesting, and you will actually get more smart approach to how to actually read and prepare for this examination. Part C is the model paper, where I'll be discussing about one of the model paper of 2021, the questions which can actually come from these model question paper. And the Part D is the important questions which I'll be giving you chapter wise. So very important is the Part D and the Part C which you are supposed to concentrate. And I'll tell you here, let's go for a smart way of approach, not the hard way of approach which you usually people do in the examination time. The first one here is in the company secretarial practice. We have 6 chapters here, students. So the first chapter is the Companies Act. The second is the secretary, where you will get the duties, roles, powers, functions of the secretary. The third one is the company formation and conversion, where you will actually see memorandum of association as well as article of association. These are the 2 documents which is very, very important to form a company. Third is procedure for alteration. Again, here also you have a procedure to alter the process, that is the memorandum of association as well as article of association. Then we have something called meetings, where you have general meetings, then you have extraordinary meetings also is there. Even that is very helpful, where you'll get to know what are the types of meetings which the companies need to go with. And lastly, it is the secretarial audit. This is a new chapter which has been introduced in the company law and secretarial practice, where you will get to know what is the secretarial audit and what are the standards here. You will get to know in this chapter. So coming to the first chapter, Companies Act, you have all the basic, that is what is a company, types of a company, and then from here to the last, it is all about the company law and the secretarial practice which we are supposed to go with. And in this chapter and the subject, if I go with it, each chapter has the act, which is exactly the Companies Act 2013. You are not supposed to go with the Companies Act 1956. You are supposed to go with the Companies Act 2013. So let's go with the first one here. The introduction is all done. Let's know the pattern of the question paper, how the pattern will actually look like. The pattern of the question is like Part A, B and C we have. The Part A is all about the 5 marks question, that is each question carries 5 marks. You are supposed to answer 4. But here, students, you will be getting 6 questions. In that 6 question, you are supposed to attempt 4 questions. Each carries 5 marks. So that's the reason it is the 20. Now, Part B is all about a 10 marks question. 3 questions you are supposed to write, but you will be getting how many questions? 5 questions. In that 5, you are supposed to attempt only 3. And last is the Part C, where you will actually get 4 questions. In that 4 questions, you are supposed to attempt only 2 questions, and each carries 15. That is the reason it is 30 here. Now I'll be giving you the concept mapping here, which is very, very important and interesting. When we go to the Part B concept mapping here, understand the pattern here. Let's go with Part A, B and C. See, this is what the smart way of approach, which is very, very unique in Vidyashram College, and none of the college actually prepared these type of unique features about the concept mapping. Now, Part A, we have 4 into 5 is equal to 20. Part B is all about, say you have 3 into 10 is equal to 30, and then we have 2 into 15 is equal to 30. Total, if you go with it, it is 80 marks, and this is the external which we are talking about. Now, totally we have 6 chapters. Now, in the 6th chapters, what is that you are supposed to do? It's very simple, the concept mapping. You will be getting here 6 questions. Here you will get 5 questions, and here you will get 4 questions. Now understand, let's go from the last here. There are 6 chapters. You'll be getting 4 questions from 4 chapters where you will be answerable to 15 marks. That means what? 2 of the chapters don't have a 15 marks. 2 of the chapters will not have 15 marks question. They don't have. Now when you go with this, there are 5 questions from 5 chapters. That means one of the chapter does not have a 10 marks question. Lastly, 4 into 5 is 20. That means here what happens is 6 chapters, 6 questions, or it is like this. There can be a twist in the 5 marks question where a chapter which does not have a 15 marks question, now 5 marks can be repeated. That means there will be 2 questions of 5 marks in this part A where a chapter will be repeated. That means from one chapter you will be getting 2 5 marks question. See, this is the smart approach which you are supposed to do. So basically, if you go with it, we only require, say, 3 chapters, so that within the 3 chapters we can be able to write for 70 marks out of 80. This is the smart approach. Say exams are very near. If you read all the chapters, I'll be very much happy, but I'll tell you here, examination is very near. You can't actually study from now. If you have studied from earlier, it is fine. If you feel that no sir, now we'll only go with the model question paper and the important one. Now my only request to you is go for at least 4 of the chapters out of 6 chapters. If you read 4 chapters, I'll tell you, you can get 80 on 80. Right? If you go with 3 chapters, definitely you will not get 80 on 80, but definitely you will actually get more than 65 and less than 75 out of 80 marks. So this is what the approach which we always talk in the concept mapping. Let's go with the first one, that is a 5 marks question. Now what happens in the 5 marks question? There are 6 questions and you are supposed to attempt only 4. Say write a note on limited liability partnership. Say this is the new entry in 2013 Companies Act. So you may get a question about limited liability partnership. So understand the question and then write the question. You may get a question for 5 marks as well as the same question for 10 marks. Second is state the circumstance in which a company secretary can be dismissed. This is the second chapter called secretary, where you will get a question called the dismissal of the company secretary. You are supposed to write the procedure. Write a note on proxy in a meeting. Now, meeting is a chapter, that is the 5th chapter. You actually got a question from this, that is the 5th chapter. What do you mean by sweat equity share? See, sweat equity, normally we are supposed to write it for 5 marks. You can also get the sweat equity for 10 marks. Rarely, I'm telling you, you may get a question for 10, but go for the 5 marks here, sweat equity shares. Then write a note on ESPS, that is employee stocks. Then write a note on agenda of the meeting. What do you mean by agenda of the meeting? See, here only in the meeting only we got 2 of the 5 marks question. One is a proxy here. Next we got something called agenda of the meeting. So 5 marks question. These can be the 5 marks question for the 2021. But let me be very honest and let me tell you here, 5 marks question is very difficult to predict, because from anywhere examiner who is actually going for the paper setting, he can actually give 5 marks from any part of the syllabus. That's the reason it is very, very difficult, but we can definitely predict and we can be very sure that these are the questions for 15 and 10 marks. Now for the 10 marks here, I've actually given you a few of the questions which can actually come in the 2021. That is, what do you mean by SEBI, Securities and Exchange Board of India? Discuss its functions. You are supposed to go. This is the first chapter itself, that is the Companies Act, where you will get a question. Write about the appointment and qualification of a company secretary. It's a second chapter. Explain the procedure for incorporation of public limited company. You can also get a question called for a private company, what exactly it is. It's the same thing, but the formation and the procedure is little less in the private company comparatively to the public limited. Briefly explain the procedure for alteration. Say this is the third chapter. This is the fourth chapter. What are the steps involved in conducting the extraordinary general body meeting of the company? Explain. This is the fifth chapter. Understand? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Now you got from each chapter, you got 1 10 marks question, but I'll tell you here, if you go with it, in 10 marks, what happens is usually you will get 5 questions and you are supposed to attempt only 3 questions. So act according to the blueprint, act smartly, and then you prepare for the 10 marks question. When we go with 10 marks question, how exactly you are supposed to write? Say the first one here is you need to go with, first is the meaning of what the question have been asked. Say example, write the procedure for alteration of public company. Now what exactly you are supposed to do is write the meaning of public company. Then you go with definition of the public company. Then you go with the alteration of public company. Now when you go with the alteration of public company, you have the key points, right? So write the key points. You can write it in the flowchart saying alteration of public company. Now you have the first point here, the second point, the third point, the fourth point, and it continues. Now the next page, what you do is you start explaining each one of them, give them the sub point saying that A, B, C, D, like that. You start giving the sub point and start explaining each and every point in depth. When you write it, say it is for a 10 marks question, what you are supposed to do is say part A, B, C is there. Part A is all about 5 marks question. Now for 5 marks, how much you gonna spend? Say at least you can go with say 10 minutes you can spend for one question. So there are 4 questions which you are supposed to write. So 40 minutes you have spent for the part A. Part B, when you come, that is a 10 marks question, you are supposed to go with 3. Spend 20 minutes, I'll tell you here. Now what happens is 20 into 3 is 60 minutes. Now 60 minutes in the sense 1 hour. So 1 hour 40 minutes you finished your part A and part B. Now the part C is for 15 marks. Now what I am telling you is spend 25 to 30 minutes for one question. Say again 30 into 2 is how much? 1 hour. So 2 hours 40 minutes you have finished part A, B and C. Still you got 20 minutes. That 20 minutes what you are supposed to do is verify whether you have written each and every question properly or not. Underline the answers, underline the key points or keywords, whichever you have gone with. So this is how you are supposed to prepare yourself for the examination. Part C is all about 15 marks question. Now I have given few of the questions here. Who is company secretary? Explain the duties of company secretary. Now company secretary, that chapter, please don't leave it. It's a second chapter. When you go for choosing which are the chapters which you want to study, never leave the second chapter, which is called secretary. What does memorandum of association? Explain the procedure for alteration of various clauses of memorandum of association. See, before knowing the procedure for alteration, you should know the clauses of memorandum of association. It's a very easy question and easily you can score 15 on 15. But what exactly you are supposed to do, I'll tell you in the answer, well, how you are supposed to write the answer. What does board meeting? Explain briefly the procedure for conveying and the management of board meeting, how the board meeting happens. And define company, explain different types of companies. This is a very easy question, and many of the question paper you have got this question called explain the different types of company. So it's not just a public company, private company. You have too many other types of companies which you are supposed to write, and write and give examples also. So you have time, you can actually figure out. If you have seen the YouTube premiere of Vidyashram Company Law and Secretarial Practice, each and every types of a company I have given 1 or 2 examples which you can actually quote in the examination as well. So when you write 15 marks question, how exactly it is? It's the same way. Say example, memorandum of association was there. So you write the meaning of memorandum of association, meaning. Then you write the definition of memorandum of association, definition. Then after definition, you write the clauses of memorandum, clauses of memorandum of association. And after writing the clauses, now you write alteration, alteration of memorandum of association. I told you 15 marks is there. Very important. 25 to 30 minutes if you spend for one question, I'll tell you, you will get again 20 minutes extra to actually think what you have written is right or wrong, and whether you have omitted any words or you have added some words. I'll tell you, in company law, you can't add something, because law is what? Law is something which you cannot actually think or assume. You should only go with what exactly the law says. You are supposed to write the same thing. You can't add mirch masala when you are writing company law and secretarial practice. So next we have is the part D, that is called important question. Now here what I have done is, from each and every chapter I have given say 3 to 4 questions, which will definitely come in the 2021 company law and secretarial practice. So be prepared, and what exactly the questions are, I'll just tell you. You are supposed to take the same questions and try to answer these questions. The first one is, what is a company? Explain the types of company. It's a first question. Second question, expand SEBI. Explain the functions of SEBI. And the third is, explain the features of Companies Act 2013. Now understand here, students, I have given you the first chapter 3 questions. If you have taken out of 6 chapters, if you have taken the first chapter as your choice, and you have studied only the first question and the third question, you have forgotten to study this expand SEBI, explain the functions of SEBI, supposing, and you went with the second chapter, third chapter, like that. What happens? I'll tell you. What exactly you mean by examination? What I feel is, exam is something which is very unique, like peculiar sometimes. What it is? What I know will never come, and what I don't know will always be there in the question paper. That is what examination is for me. So you have skipped expand SEBI, explain the function of SEBI. From this chapter, this question will come. So what happens is, you will feel that I didn't study, I should have studied. I saw that paper, it was next to me on my table, but I couldn't study. Now what happens is, you're killing the time just thinking about what you didn't study. So what you are supposed to do, when you are choosing a chapter, you are supposed to go with all the questions. You can't skip even one of the questions from this group. So this is what I really want to tell to all the students here. When I have given you 3 questions, what is that you should do is, read all the 3 questions. Second chapter is all about your secretary, where I have again given you 3 questions. Again the same procedure, you are supposed to take all the 3 questions. Define company secretary. Explain the rights and duties of a company secretary. You are supposed to go with. It's a straight question. See, as a student, I will never leave the first 2 chapters, because it is all introduction part, a basic part. Second, explain the liabilities and qualification for appointment of company secretary. Now see, they have split the questions here. That is, one is liabilities of a company secretary. You are supposed to write a note on, that is for 5 marks, and qualification for appointment of a company secretary, which is for 10 marks. Clubbed together, it is a 15 marks question. Last is, explain the process of dismissal of a secretary. See, a secretary is not like any other employee. For his dismissal also, there is a procedure which you are supposed to follow. So that procedure you people need to discuss. Next, the third chapter is formation, that is company formation and conversion. When you go with any of the formation, it is always a public company and a private company will always be there. So explain the procedure for corporation, that is for incorporation of public and a private company. That is the procedure which you are supposed to go. In this chapter itself, you go with the difference between public company and private company that is differences. differences between. Very, very important. This is very, very important. Explain the procedure of conversion, or it can be reconversion. See, a question can come, that is, one is conversion, or you can get a question called reconversion of company, that is limited by guarantee or unlimited company. Very, very important. This is a question is what? Explain the procedure of conversion of limited by guarantee or reconversion of limited by guarantee or conversion of unlimited company or reconversion of unlimited company. The last question here is explain the procedure for obtaining certificate of commencement of a business. See, the certificate has always been given by COC, Registrar of Companies. So you are supposed to write the procedure how to obtain the certificate of commencement. Next, the procedure for alteration is there. It's the next chapter, the fourth chapter. Now I have given you here 5 questions. Don't be in a dilemma that, sir, 5 questions are there. I'll tell you, these 2 questions are 5 marks question. These 3 questions you may get for 15 or you may get for 10. That means if you understand 3 of the questions here, you will get a 15 marks as well as a 10 marks. Now the first question is, this is a very important question. These 2 questions are very, very important. What is Memorandum of Association? Explain the procedure for alteration of various clauses of Memorandum of Association. See, this is a repeated question because it's a very, very important question and you will be getting a question like this. What is Article of Association? Explain the procedure for alteration of Article of Association. Let me tell you here, both the procedures are the same, but only the clauses will be a little different. Article of Association has a few of the other clauses, where Memorandum of Association have 6 clauses here. Now explain the procedure for issue of share. Issue of share is a very interesting topic, and you will actually be able to, if you go with procedure of issue of share, next time whenever you try to actually go for purchasing of share, it will be definitely helpful for you people, because you will get to know what the company does and how the company starts issuing the shares. So this is the 4th chapter. The 5th chapter is all about meeting here. Now in meeting, I have again given you say 4 questions, but here the 2 of the questions are for 5 marks, and these 2, go with these 2 questions. Very, very easy questions, and easily you can be able to write this. What is board meeting? Explain briefly the procedure for convening and management of board meeting. Again, see, this is a important question. It's been repeated twice or thrice. What are the steps involved in conducting the extraordinary general body meeting of a company? And you need to explain. You may get a question for 15 or for 10. Next is write a note on authority, accountability and responsibility. If you go with this, it's a delegation is what the topic is. Write a note on adjournment of a meeting. Adjournment of a meeting. Write a note on adjournment of a meeting. Again, very, very important topic. Last chapter, secretarial audit. Now what I have done is, this is a new topic which has been added in the company law. Now what is secretarial audit? Explain the scope and need of secretarial audit. If you choose this chapter, go with this. Explain the benefits and beneficiaries. Now benefit is that, as well as who are the people who will take benefit of the secretarial audit you are supposed to write. Explain the scope and need of secretarial standards. See here, the difference is secretarial audit scope and needs is different, and secretarial standards, it is different. And the last one is write a note on secretarial audit report. So these are the things which you are supposed to write it. Now I'll tell you here, students, out of 6 chapters, choose any 4th chapter. That means 2 of the chapters you don't need to go at all. If you choose any 4, I'll tell you 80 on 80, definitely you can get it. If you feel that no sir, I'll study only 2, only 1, only 3, I'm telling you here, students, it will be really wrong. You have a lot of time to prepare for the examination. Please do a smart way of study, but don't skip any questions from this. If you start skipping, what happens is you will be not able to get 80 on 80. That is what I'll actually go with the real fact here. So thank you so much. If you have any doubts regarding this, you can call us. We are always there to help the students. Thank you. I'll see you when I see you.